Friday! It's so good to see everybody. My name is Mr. Paul, and it's Art Day with Mr. Paul. How are you guys doing? I hope everybody had a great week, and I hope that you are feeling a little bit creative and excited to make some art with me today. So go grab whatever art supplies you have. It doesn't matter. I always say this, but it's always true. You can make art with anything, so go get whatever you've got and get ready because we're going to get right into it today. We have something very important to work on. So I'm going to set my sign out of the way. Ta-da! Paper! All right. So how's everybody doing? Anybody do anything interesting this week? I've been working on a lot of art. Big surprise, huh? I think I say that every week too, but it's true. I'm an artist, so I spend a lot of time painting and drawing and working on my own artwork, but I have to say that I really look forward to spending every Friday afternoon with all of you and making art together because there's nothing more fun than being creative with all your friends. So, you ready to get started? Did you get some art supplies? Okay, let's do it. So, like I said, we have something very important that we're going to work on together today. Did you know, this is something, let's see, how do I want to start this? Did you know that everyone is an artist? Everyone. You, all of you, and me. We are all artists. Everybody. Now, you might not have known that. Everybody might not have told you that. Everybody might not know that they are an artist, but they are. It's true. Because what is art? Have you ever thought about that? Art is anything that we make, that we use our creativity to make. So it doesn't have to be a painting or a drawing. It could be a song that you sing, a dance that you do. It could be something wonderful that you cook. It could be anything. If you write a story or if you write a poem, that's art also. Anything creative is art. And so today, I thought it would be kind of cool if we made ourselves some very official certificates to say, I am an artist. You know how when you graduate, if you graduate from high school or if you graduate from college, you get a diploma, which is a certificate, and it says, you have officially graduated. Yay! It probably doesn't say yay, but ours can. Well, today we're going to make ourselves a certificate, and that way you can hang it up somewhere, and whenever you have any doubts in your mind about whether or not you're an artist, you can look up and see it, and you can be reminded, oh, I am an artist. Okay? So get some pencils, some markers, some crayons, whatever you have. Oh, and I wanted to show you, I have an awesome little piece of art that one of my young friends who watches this video made for me, and it was so perfect for today. Let me show you. Her name is Evelyn, and she made me a certificate that says you are an artist, and I love that. So I keep that with me, and I look at that, and it reminds me, yes, I am. So that's what you're going to make today too. Get a piece of paper, whatever size you want. Now your official artist certificate can look any way you want it to. And I know that we have a whole bunch of different people that watch, and some of you might be kind of young to write words. So if you don't put any words on your certificate, that's okay. You can just draw pictures that reminds you that you are an artist. But I'm going to put some pictures on mine, and then I'm going to write the words, I am an artist. And then I'm going to hang it up so that I always remember, oh yeah, I'm an artist. Okay? Now I have some construction paper because I actually want to cut out some shapes to put on my certificate. I'm going to put some pictures of things that remind me of art, like a paintbrush, maybe a paint palette, which is what you put your paint colors on. So I'm going to actually cut out a few things and glue them on. You can do that too if you want, or you can just draw right on the paper, whatever you want to do. I'm going to start by making a big paintbrush. So I've got blue construction paper. Let me set down my scissors. I'm not ready for those yet. I'm going to draw a big paintbrush because I love to paint. So think about what kind of art you like to do and make some pictures that represent that. And maybe you like to do more than one kind of art. Maybe you're a multi-talented artist. If you like to write stories, what's something that you could draw to represent that? Maybe a pencil and a paper, or a computer if you like to type, or a little journal, or you could just do some little scribbles that look like words. Whatever you want, whatever's going to remind you of the type of art that you like to make. If you like to sing, what could you draw? Maybe some musical notes? Mr. Paul is not a very good singer. Thank goodness I like to paint. That's all I'm going to say about that. Alright, there's my paintbrush. So think about all the different ways that you are creative, and I want you to make pictures of all those different things, and you're going to put those on your official artist certificate. Okay, I'm cutting out my paintbrush. And I'm not worrying about making it perfect. Sometimes I like the way things look a little bit better when they aren't perfect. But you can do it however you want. This is a big paintbrush. If I was making a painting with this brush, I could get it finished pretty quickly. Okay. There we go. Set that down. And I might have some of my little pictures actually stick off the paper a little bit. I kind of like having the paintbrush pop off the edge a little. So if you're actually cutting out shapes, that can be a really fun thing to do, just to let it stick off the edge a little bit. Now, I didn't have glue handy, so I'm just using some Scotch tape to put my paintbrush and all my other little pictures on. If you have glue, if you have a glue stick, that would work great. If you have like Elmer's glue, whatever you have to stick it on there, you do it your way. I always like to remind people that there's not just one way to make art. There's always like so many different options, and I like it when everybody uses their own creativity and figures out their own way to do stuff. So don't ever feel like you're supposed to be copying me. I want you to use your imagination and make it your way, okay? Alright, there's my paintbrush. Now, what next? I think I'm going to make a paint palette. What color do I want? Maybe orange. Have you ever seen those round paint palettes that people hold? They have a little hole in them that you can put your thumb in, and then there's little globs of paint on it. That's what I'm going to make on here. And they're usually kind of big and round like that. And then there's like a little hole for your thumb. Would my thumb fit in there? Yeah, well, we'll find out, won't we? All right, let me cut that out now. It's always a good thing to have something to remind you that you're an artist, because in our society, not everybody always remembers that they are artists. I think a lot of times it's because a lot of other jobs, you have to do very special training in order to become a doctor or a lawyer, or any job like that you can think of, that you have to go through a lot of special training before you're able to do that job. And there is lots of training that you can get for being an artist too. You can even go to art school. In fact, I did go to art school. But you know what? I was an artist before I went to art school. I was already an artist. Art school was just a place to go to learn some more stuff about being an artist. And to me, that's what makes art so special, because it's something that's already inside of us. We all have it. And it's not anything that you have to have somebody else's permission in order to do. You just are. You're an artist. You're an artist. I'm an artist. And you know how when you have a party, it's always more fun if you have a lot of people that you invite? I think it's the same way with art. The more people who know that they're artists and that they're allowed to be creative, it makes it more fun for everybody, because then we get to see the art that they make and be inspired by it. And if they're our friends, maybe we can even make art together, just like what you and I are doing right now. And there's nothing more fun than that, in my opinion. All right, here's my palette. I'm going to put some paint colors on it here in a minute, but let's see. Where do I want to put you? Maybe right here. I'm going to let it stick off that side of my official certificate. Okay, let me get some more tape so I can stick this on there. I have a lot of young people who will say to me, Mr. Paul, I want to be an artist when I grow up too, which I think is awesome. But do you know what I always tell them? I always say, don't wait until you grow up. You're an artist right now. If you wait until you've grown up, you've wasted a lot of time. I think sometimes the most awesome art in the whole world is made by young people. And I take art by young people very seriously. I don't think it's silly or cute. I mean, some of it is if it's supposed to be, but I think that young people can make some really awesome, powerful, important artwork. So take yourself seriously. You really are an artist, and you have important stuff to say with your artwork. So don't wait until you're a grown-up. You're an artist right now. And after today, you are going to have the certificate to prove it. All right, what else do I want on my certificate? I think I'm going to switch to oil pastels now, which are kind of like crayons. See, I've got my whole little set here. So to start with, I'm just going to put some paint colors. I'm going to pretend this is paint and put some different colors on my palette. Usually when I paint, I like to put out a whole bunch of colors. Maybe I'll have some like they're kind of dripping, since the palette's being held up and down like that. Oh, gotta get purple on there. That's one of my favorite colors. Okay. What else? Got a lot of choices. Yellow. Could make a pretty awesome painting with all of these colors, huh? I have the blue dripping a little bit too. I'm kind of a messy painter sometimes. Are you guys? Do you ever make a little bit of a mess when you're making art? I sure do. That's okay. Art is a little messy sometimes. Nothing wrong with that. Probably shouldn't put any there, or my thumb will get in it when I hold my palette. Okay. What color do I want to put on my brush? Maybe yellow. Okay. Purple. Do you have a favorite color? If you do, be sure that you use it somewhere on your certificate. I have lots of favorite colors, but purple is definitely one of them. Okay. What else? Maybe I will draw a little rainbow up here because I love color. Do you remember the order of colors in a rainbow? It's red, orange, yellow. You know what's next? Green. Blue. Oh, that's kind of cool. Maybe I'll let my rainbow go right onto my palette. See, I didn't plan that, but it just happened. Sometimes the best ideas are totally by accident. But the cool thing is, when you're all finished, you can pretend like, oh yeah, I meant to do that the whole time. All right, and purple. Nice. Okay. And I also like to draw and paint magical things. So I'm going to make a cute little unicorn, just because. It's your certificate, you put anything on there you want. Very happy unicorn. My favorite unicorns are always a little chubby with really short legs. So that's what my unicorn looks like. Now I've got to color her in. She's gonna have blue hair. And maybe some little lavender shadows. Oops, almost forgot her tail. Sorry. Okay. Beautiful. All right, that is looking good. Now I'm going to make mine. Oh, where'd my purple go? There it is. I'm going to make mine look very official by drawing a little border around it. A lot of times on certificates, you see a border. It just makes it look important. So I'm going to draw just a line around the edge. You don't have to do that on yours. Your certificates can look however you want. And I'm gonna let it break wherever there's something that overlaps the edge. So my border is only going to show in the open parts. It's kind of like a frame. You know how you put your really important pictures and documents and things in a frame? That's what this is. It just makes it a little more official looking. Okay, oh, I like that. Nice. Maybe I will even color the outside of that. Now we're just getting crazy. I'm going to put another color out here in the border, make it blue. How are your certificates coming? I can't wait to see them. Be sure that you share your artwork with us. If you can post it on social media and tag me, Art with Mr. Paul, and also be sure to tag Palenke Arts. And then we can all see your certificates. And you know the really cool thing when you share a certificate like this that says I'm an artist, it helps inspire other people to know that they are artists too. So it's a win-win for everybody. Okay, now it's time for the important part, the words. Okay, let's see here. Gotta be very thoughtful and pick the right. Maybe I'll do it in black so that it really stands out. Okay, I'm going to make the words really big because I want you to see it. First thing when you look at this. Now on mine, I'm going to write, I am an artist. On yours, you write anything you want. Or if you don't want to write words at all, just draw more pictures. That's cool too. Whatever's going to remind you, when you look at it, that you're an artist and that everybody else is an artist too. Okay? You ready? Alright, I'm gonna write. Uh-oh. This always happens to me. My oil pastel is broken. Hold on. Pause. Can't make a good certificate with a broken oil pastel. Alright, here we go. That's pretty big, huh? And I like that part. And I did it that time and I don't even think there was anything to blow away. I just felt like doing it. Alright, I am an, you know what comes next? Artist! I'm going to make that one really big and make the letters kind of fun. Let's see. A. This doesn't have to look like a normal, boring certificate. You can have your letters going all over the place if you want to. A-R-T. Also, if you speak a different language besides English, if you want to put it in Spanish or if you want to put it in another language, do that too, because that would be really cool. Whatever you want to put on here, it is up to you, okay? A-R-T-I. Do you know how to spell artist? A-R-T-I-S. Ooh, I just had another fun idea. I'm going to make the T go right into the paintbrush, so it's like it's in the middle of painting that one. Period. Alright, I think we have officially got everything off of there. Now that I have my words, I see that I've got a little bit of an opening here. So I'm just going to draw some stars. Because I think art is pretty magical, and stars, when you draw them on a picture, I think they just kind of make it look a little bit more magical. Now I'm just going to get carried away and put stars everywhere. Okay, one more. Oh, okay, one more. Now we're done. Alright, now the last thing that we have to do, whenever you get a diploma or you get an official certificate, it's always signed by somebody. But guess what? You don't need anybody else to tell you you're an artist, because you already are one. So guess what? You are going to sign your own certificate. Just like you would sign a piece of art, you're going to sign your certificate, okay? So down here at the bottom, I'm actually going to draw a little line, because a lot of times on certificates, they'll be printed with a line, and then somebody signs it. So I just drew a little line down there, and I'm going to sign it, Mr. Paul. Now, you sign yours with your name, not mine. Mr. Paul, I am an artist, and you are an artist. We are all artists. Isn't that awesome? Now, if we were at a graduation ceremony and people were handing out diplomas or, special certificates to everybody graduating, they would be wearing one of those fancy hats that has the little ribbon that you flip over. Now, I don't have one of those, but I do have a different kind of fancy hat. So since today is your official I am an artist certificate day, I'm going to put on my official artist hat. And I am now going to pronounce every single one of you artists. Congratulations, everyone. We are all artists. Yay! Give yourselves a hand. And I want you to keep this and hang it up somewhere so that every time you see it, you're going to remember, I am an artist. Okay? And if you have any friends, or if you see anybody at school or anyone in your family who starts to get discouraged, maybe they don't think that they're very good at drawing, or they don't think they're very good at dancing, or whatever it is, try to be the person who encourages them and tells them, it's okay, you are an artist. If you can get in the habit of saying that about yourself, then it gets even easier to say it to other people, because you realize that it's true. And the more artists that we have in this world, the better. Okay? Thank you guys so much for watching today, for making art with me. I absolutely love getting to hang out with all of you every week. I think you are so awesome. And I hope that you have a wonderful week of all kinds of creative stuff. Because remember, everyone is an artist. Okay? All right, until next time, bye-bye, everybody. I'll see you next week.